The dark side of track and field, how Grand Slam track's financial struggles are leaving athletes in the lurch. It's been 2 weeks since Grand Slam track's self-imposed deadline to pay over $3 million in prize money to athletes from their debut meet in April, and the funds are still nowhere to be found. But here's where it gets even more alarming. This is not just a minor delay. It's a symptom of a much deeper financial crisis that threatens the very existence of the startup. When Grand Slam track burst onto the scene in 2024 with a whopping $30 million in funding and a promise of record-breaking prize money, it seemed like a game-changer for the sport. Athletes were lured in by the prospect of winning $100,000 or more in a single event, a far cry from the meager paychecks they were used to. But behind the scenes, things were not as rosy as they seemed. The startup's first event in Kingston, Jamaica, was a disaster, with a nearly empty stadium and a failure to sign the biggest Jamaican stars. Despite this, Grand Slam track CEO Michael Johnson remained optimistic, honing his product and making changes that led to more successful events in Miami and Philadelphia. But just as things were starting to look up, the startup canceled its fourth event in LA and announced that it would be taking a break until 2026. So what went wrong? According to Johnson, one of the startup's investors pulled out at the last minute, leaving a gaping hole in the budget. But this is not just a simple case of bad luck. It's a sign of a much deeper problem. The fact that Grand Slam track was relying so heavily on a single investor raises serious questions about the startup's financial stability. And this is the part most people miss: the impact on the athletes. While Johnson is busy trying to secure new funding, the athletes are left waiting for their prize money. For some, like Gabby Thomas and Fred Kerley, the delay is not just frustrating, it's also a significant financial burden. Thomas, who is owed $100,000, commented on a video posted by Grand Slam track saying, "So dope, please pay me." Kerley, who is owed $25,000, has also spoken out about the delay, saying, "Tomorrow would be the last day before I think people get pretty upset." But not all athletes are speaking out against Grand Slam track. Josh Kerr and Kenny Bednarak, who are both owed significant amounts of money, have expressed support for the startup, saying that they are not worried about the delay. "If the money came in today, it'd be the quickest I've ever been paid from a championship," said Kerr. "It's a new business. They're trying to figure things out. But I'm not worried. I feel like we're all going to get paid, so just gotta be patient," said Bednarak. The reaction from agents has been mixed, with some expressing frustration and others saying they are very worried that the startup will file for bankruptcy. Howie Keflezighi, a prominent agent whose athletes include middle-distance star Nikki Hiltz, took a more measured approach, saying, "We are extending the same goodwill to GST that they have extended us from day one. GST has been transparent about what transpired to put them in the position they are today. We are rooting for the GST team and investors to figure things out and make the athletes whole." The situation has also caught the attention of World Athletics and USA Track and Field, with both organizations expressing concern about the delay. "This is not a good situation," said World Athletics President Sebastian Coe. "We are actively monitoring the situation regarding Grand Slam track and engaging with athletes and their representatives, in the hopes that the situation will be resolved as soon as possible for all of the athletes concerned." So, what's next for Grand Slam track? Will the startup be able to secure new funding and pay its athletes, or will it succumb to financial pressures? One thing is certain: the athletes will not be silenced. As the situation continues to unfold, one question remains: what responsibility do startups like Grand Slam track have to their athletes, and how can they ensure that they are treated fairly? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below.